Welcome back to episode 17. I am starting out in the backyard with you guys. I want to show you everything that Golden Bean Landscaping has done so far. We have a new fence and it is so beautiful. I'm so happy about it. Fences are one of those things that it's like, oh, is it gonna make that big of a difference? And yes, it did make that big of a difference. I also am loving the stain color that we picked for it. It's got like a very green undertone, which I really love. And I think once we get all of our plantings in, all of our like seating area things here, our fire pit, and once our deck is built, it's gonna have such a beautiful backdrop to everything that's going on out here. The backyard is a bit of a mess at the moment. We've got the last little bit of spray foam happening now in the soffits. We've got a bunch of old things back here. All that's gonna be cleared out pretty soon. And then once we're getting closer to the start of the summer, we're gonna rip all of this turf up and gonna start doing all of the plantings back here. And then don't forget, we've got a circular tree bench coming. This was handmade by some of the Mennonites west of the city. And I'm very excited to have kind of like a custom piece back here. I don't know, I have these like images of the kids sitting out here reading. I do have to take down those old Christmas lights, so that will be something that I'm gonna have to get Fraser up in the trees to do. But it's looking amazing so far. Fence looks fantastic. And I'm gonna take you guys out to the front now to see we've got cedar shingles on a lot of the roof and the dormers. The roofers are here. They are finishing putting the shingles on the dormers. We've got them installed already on most of the roof. You can also see some of the copper flashing that's going in. We've got that going in the valleys. We've got copper eaves, copper downspouts, and right behind me we have the mock-up that they did just to make sure that we liked what they were doing. But yes, absolutely, how can you not love copper eaves and downspouts? It was a splurge, but it was one of those things that was like, let's do it right the first time and let's have something that we love for so many years to come. I'm gonna take you guys inside now. So when we go inside, it is messy in the sense that there's a lot of stuff going on, but it is a bit messy, a bit loud in there, but that's the beauty of a construction site. So this is our front entry now. It's all primed, so it's been drywall, taped, mudded, sanded, and now it's primed. What I love about priming is it like kind of makes the house look like it's actually coming together and fresh and beautiful. So we have the whole front entry area, which is laid out here. This is gonna be our closet. And if you guys remember, we did end up losing quite a bit of space in the closet for the ductwork, which you can see right behind me. So we have a secondary closet now that got added kind of at the last minute in the basement, which would help with some overflow. But really, like, you guys can follow me in here. This is all getting taken up. So we can really only have this side for hanging with hangers because that's where we can get the depth. And then this side is gonna be some hooks. We've got a little like backpack station for the kids. And then this is really just gonna be very shallow cabinetry and covered by doors. So you won't see any of it, but it didn't end up being as big of a space as I wanted it to be. My trim. And like, we did a lot of trim in this house. So we've got 9.5-inch baseboards, which real nice and chunky and feels very traditional, which I really love. We've got, in addition, I mean, it's not installed here yet, so you can't see, but I'll show you guys upstairs. But in addition to the typical window casing, we also have sills and aprons, which adds such a lovely extra detail to it. We also have plinths at the bottom of all of the door casings. That might be one of my favorite things that I have done in this house with trim. One thing I would love to show you guys is our beautiful Trumo Stones mantle that has been installed. It is so carefully protected that I can't show you guys any of it, but trust me, it is stunning. It came together better than I could have imagined, and honestly, I had a lot of different thoughts about what that fireplace was gonna be, and after many iterations, that's what we settled on with Trumo Stones, and it's amazing. It's gonna be so great. And then our antique mirror wall goes here. I saw Nate Berkus post the other day on Instagram that like if you ever want to like make a space feel really unique or special, then you know, add an antique mirror. And I was like, yes, Nate Berkus approved. So flooring is getting installed right now on the main floor, and it's already been installed on the 3rd and 2nd floor. The floors that have been installed are unique parquet. I love them so much. They are the European wire brushed wide plank floors in the Thar color. And they just have such a beautiful richness. They also have variation in each plank and some knots as well, which I really like. In houses in the past, I've done Select and Better Grade, which has usually no knots, but for this one, I wanted something that had a little bit more character. Again, we're going for this English-inspired look. So I wanted some of those elements that you'd see in these like old English homes. And I think that we really achieved that. I'm so excited to be using unique parquet. We use them on a lot of our projects now, and it's something that I have kind of moved into in the last couple of years. I really, really love their product, and I think they have such a beautiful array of collections and just the approach to their flooring as well. It's Canadian made too, so that's always a plus. I haven't really decided what I'm gonna do here yet, but I was at my mom's house in Vancouver a couple weeks ago when I went to go visit my new baby niece. And my mom has like an art installation everywhere you look and in places that you wouldn't expect. And on the stairs going up to her second floor, like lining the stairs are little like stacks of books as you go up, and I love it, and I think it's so charming. So I definitely want to do something interesting here. I do not want it to be a place where the kids just like jump up and I don't know, I have nightmares about that. So I'm gonna do something interesting here. I thought maybe like a big like planter with a floral arrangement. I don't know, we'll see, but it is definitely an area of opportunity, that's for sure. We have another Trumo Stones mantle down here, also very well protected, which is a good thing and a bad thing. Bad thing because I want to see it, a good thing because it's not going to get damaged. What we did do for the mantles, so we have a hearth for both of them. The hearth is the piece that sits on the floor and then the mantle sits on top of it. And the slab that we are using for this fireplace and for upstairs is a little bit thicker than what our flooring is. If I wanted it to be the same thickness as the flooring and to have it perfectly butt up against each other, I would have had to have seams in the hearth, and I didn't want that. I wanted the hearth to be one continuous piece. So what Mark from Trumo Stone suggested is that we do a bevel on the hearth so that it looks intentional, that it's raised slightly above the floor. It doesn't look unfinished. So in the gym, last episode I had mentioned that Fraser wants it to like have a vibe and look cute. Really what we kind of have envisioned in here, it's not the right space to have wallpaper. So what we're gonna do is Brenlo makes these panels. We're gonna put the panels about 42 inches above the floor. It is like a reverse scallop profile almost. And so we're gonna attach them to the wall on all walls, and that is going to give it just like a little bit of texture. It's gonna kind of have like a wainscoting detail to it. And then we're gonna have full height mirrors, custom made and put in a couple different areas in the gym. And then for this, the trim guys are going to build us out like a cabinet and have some shelves and stuff underneath, so we'll be able to hide the electrical panel. Okay, so I feel like on the second floor is where so much of the details you can really see now. A lot of stuff has been like either complete or in progress up here. So first thing that I think makes the biggest difference is all of the trim. The trim looks absolutely amazing. This is all from Brenlo. The trim guys have been fantastic. And I just love the pieces that I chose, if that's okay to say. What I love about this is we've got the casing, we've got the back band, we have these plinths down at the bottom, and all of it just really reads quite traditional to me. So hoping you guys feel the same. One thing that I'm super happy about, which they're not on here actually right now, so never mind, but we have these beautiful polished nickel M-Tech hinges. These are just like the temporary construction hinges, but they were on a door the other day. I think they must have taken them off just for the purpose of construction, but we've got beautiful polished nickel hinges. I'm gonna try and find a doorknob because we do have one on site. It's got like a beautiful round back plate, also polished nickel. Like, it's just gonna be such a dream. So we're all primed up here. We've got most of the tiling done on this floor. Laundry room floors have been put in, but again, they're protected. I can show you the kids' bathroom. The walls are still exposed. This came together so beautifully. I know a lot of people at the beginning were like, oh, that's kind of a bold tile to put everywhere or a bold pattern to put everywhere, but I leaned into it. I love the marble pencil trim that we put on top of all of the wall tile here just as a cap. We didn't do a Schluter edge. We also didn't do a Schluter edge on the shower tiles. Same pattern throughout, but typically a Schluter edge would be what's capping the tile. And for this, we did the marble trim. We've got the beautiful finished edge here, which is just so lovely. They were able to miter these edges here and just perfectly cap this, which I love. The whole shower came together beautifully. I do have wallpaper going above all of the tile here. I swapped out the wallpaper probably 2 or 3 months ago. It's still from the same line. It's Cordonnet from New Wall, and I love the one I had originally picked, but it felt a little bit too busy with the tile when it was kind of all coming together. So I picked a little bit more of a muted one, which I think is still going to be absolutely beautiful. It's kind of like an oatmeal color with little bits of white in it, which I think is going to read very nicely with the tile. And then I'm going to take you into our bathroom because Vince, the tile installer, is grouting the shower right now, and it looks so good. This is the first time we've had Fraser back in like 4 months, 5 months. You ready for this to be fully wallpapered?
No.